get out a recording on Monday, even on a Tuesday. So this is probably going to be one of only two this month. And today I want to talk about a book that I read some time ago by Marcus Sheridan. They Ask, You Answer. And this really was an important book for me some time ago because it really started my journey on the important tactic of inbound marketing and the strategy involved in that. And recently, a guest on one of my podcasts said that his favourite book was the rewritten, updated version of Marcus's book, They Ask, You Answer. And that's what I want to talk about in today's Monday's Moment video. So see you in a second. Now, as I've been listening to Marcus's book again and going through some of the updates, but also revisiting some of the standard, foundations of inbound marketing and the importance of understanding what it is that your ideal customers, your prospects, your leads actually are asking. It was really important when I was working through this that I revisited the whole concept of the fact that we need to get into our customers' shoes. We need to get into their heads. Very often we think about the questions we think that they're asking, and we try to pre-answer those questions by content, etc. And I've done that for quite some time. But very often what I think they're asking isn't actually what they are asking, and we need to revisit that. And I realised that very, very strongly, that I need to take some time to re-look at the questions, the fears, particularly as things are so uncertain at the moment, the fears that my prospects and my leads have, that I need to answer to draw them in to the inbound marketing and get them into that funnel, into that pipeline, which then brings ideal customers through that pipeline so that I can then convert them to leads. And what spurred me to mention this, let me just go here, was the fact that the decision-making process that Marcus talks about in his book, he says has changed. Because 10 years ago, most of the people made their decision on whether to buy from you by speaking with you or meeting with you. Okay, and very much for me, it was a process of getting them onto a call, getting them into a chat with me so that I could convert the lead into a sale. And Jerry Coleman talks about this in his book, Never Lose a Client Again, as well, because Marcus starts off in the first few chapters of his book challenging that decision-making status and saying that in today's market, with all that we've been through over recent years, that more people are making their decision on whether they should buy from us during the marketing stages. So even before they've spoken to us, they've decided whether you're going to be a good fit for them or not. So if you think, oh, I'll get them on the hook, I'll get them into my pipeline and then I'll convert them, and that's where most of the effort's going to be in the sales process, it's really time to think about moving that back and putting more emphasis on the marketing process, because we have got to get them thinking through digesting our content, by looking at what we're talking about, by jumping on our courses, whatever it is, whether it's our lead magnets, whatever the process is of getting people closer to us, whether it's a show we exhibit at, etc. We need to build trust, and we need to destroy the fears of buying from us. We need to build that solid trust, and then we need to focus on the sales. But we need to do all of that in the marketing stage. So, of course, we can, in our content, offer help, support, guidance, advice. But most importantly, when we're putting out our content, when we're setting up our stands for an exhibition, we need to put ourselves in the mind of our prospects, and we need to really understand what questions they are asking. And if you want to know more about the type of questions that they're asking, if you want to know more about some of the strategies you can use, then the book recommendation I have for May is Marcus Sheridan's book, They Ask, You Answer, and it's the updated, revised and updated version of that you see on screen now. So it's really important to do that. And of course, if you're looking to scale your business, if you're looking at how you can grow and thrive, perhaps in this year of a downturn, we have to look at how we can become more. And the book that Marcus has is a great resource, a great tool that you can have in your toolkit to work on your own marketing, to make it more effective and to make it connect with your prospects so that you can do most of the selling during the marketing stage, so that they come to that conversation with you having already determined that you're probably the people that are the solution provider and the people that can help them and the people that they're going to buy from. So it's really important to think about that. And of course, if you want to know more about tips like this, if you want to know more about how you can grow your business, or if you're a coach, how you can grow your coaching practice, look at the notes below this video and you'll see that I've got 2 Facebook groups. And if you want to join either of those 2 free Facebook groups to get more content like this, more engagement, not just from me, but from other people, join that. And of course, please listen to Sterling's Business Success and Coffee podcast. Subscribe to it to make sure you get the last 20 or so episodes that are going to be put out there, because it's finishing at 250 episodes. And if you want to be one of those final guests, please schedule a podcast at coffeewithsimon.com. So I know I've given you lots of things to think about, but if I was to give you one thing to do, take heed of my book recommendation. Go and grab a copy of Marcus's book, They Ask, You Answer. It will be one of the best sales and marketing decisions, one of the best business building decisions that you make will be to grab a copy of that and to either listen to it as I do or to read it and study it. But work through it and put into practice what Marcus teaches in his book. I hope that's been of some use, and I really look forward to seeing you on next week's Monday's Moment video, which is probably going to be the last one that I get a chance to do in May. But I trust this as being of some use. And please, if you do grab a copy of Marcus's book, if you do leave it a review, let him know or reach out, tag him in any posts, and just let him know that it was through listening to this video that you decided to go and grab a copy, and give him a shout out. He's a great guy, and I know he'd appreciate that. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next Monday's Moment video. Bye for now.